Good morning, it's day 69. We got dropped off back at the place we were picked up yesterday. It was 27 degrees. The wind chill, I'm sure, is colder than that, or so it feels. But we're having a really fun time this morning. It's been enjoyable walking in the snow and just seeing what we can see.
Yeah, we're at a nice overlook right now and stopped and got something to eat quick. Can't stop too long, that wind is cold, so got like 17.5 today, back down to the James River. We get picked up to go back to this hostel again, so all right. Well, we just finished lunch a little bit ago. It's warming up finally. Got 7.5 yet, down to the end of our day. Getting the right side of the mountain, the sun's shining in here, and there's out of the wind. It hasn't been too bad, so. Yep, we're looking forward to another night at the hostel tonight. Getting ready to cross the James Mirror River, I think. Right over there is the bridge. She's a big one. Railroad tracks over there. Yeah, it turned out to be a beautiful day today. The weather said 60, and it probably is down here in lower elevations. It was nasty this morning. This is a big bridge. Almost home.
While we're sitting here waiting for our shuttle driver, I thought I would tell you about last week. Al and I, when we decided to do the YouTube videos, we said we wanted to be honest and real. We wanted to film the good and the bad and the beautiful and the ugly, no matter what it was. But last week I just couldn't talk about it. Now I feel ready to do that. We had talked about how it's become a mental game to want to stay out here on the trail, and last week I had 2 days where I was done. The first day I felt that way emotionally, and I just kept hoping it would pass. I cried, thought through stuff, tried to talk myself out of it, and it was just a tough day. Physically, I was struggling. It felt like I had lead in my shoes, even just climbing simple climbs, and I was frustrated and couldn't figure that out. The second day, didn't feel any better, and Al asked me if I wanted my dad to come pick me up, and stubborn that I can be, I did not want to be the one to quit. or the reason that we quit. And even found myself the one day kind of hoping that his shin splint would get worse, which sounds awful, but that thought kind of went through my head. Well, if he was hurting bad enough, maybe he would want to go home. And finally, that second day in the afternoon, he and I just sat down and just kind of talked through some things. And one of the reasons I realized was that I had tried switching up some things in my food bag because I was so tired of what I was eating. And the things that I chose were not working well for my body. So I knew then I needed to go back to what I had been eating that was working well. Second was we had zero time where it was just he and I for over a week. And I realized part of why I wanted to go home was just to be back to normal. Just be he and I together, living normal life. After we talked about it for a while, I realized that I really didn't want to go home. It was just something I had to work through. And so it's gotten better. Interestingly enough, last night when we got to the hostel, the couple hikers that were there were talking about quite a few hikers that are struggling with that right now, and quite a few of them quit and went home. And so I'm glad to know I'm not the only one out here, but I'm also glad to be still hiking, and we are enjoying what we're seeing.
Well, we did 17 and a half today, slack packed, back at Stanimals again. Nice to be in a bed in a warm place again tonight, and had a great supper. Yeah, good evening.
It was fun to go out with a group of people and get something to eat and just enjoy visiting and laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, nice group here right now. So yeah, enjoying our time here. Slack packing again tomorrow, believe it or not. So 22, I think, tomorrow. So, yep, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Night.